12 points. How about that? Our next guest is one of a number of attorneys general calling on the Supreme Court to review the New Jersey gun law case that could greatly restrict people's right to carry firearms, even if they've got a permit, outside their homes. Joining us now, Curtis Hill. He's the Attorney General of the great state of Indiana. Sir, you and 22 other attorneys general want the Supreme Court to fix and review and get rid of this New Jersey law. Tell us, please, exactly what does the New Jersey law say that you don't like?
Well, Stuart, it's great to see you. And if you look at the Constitution, there are two words that you don't see: justifiable need in the Second Amendment. And the New Jersey law does just that. Aside from the ordinary qualifications of background checks, fingerprints, the types of things that we ordinarily adhere to with regard to qualifications for carrying a firearm, they require a justifiable need. And in this particular instance, the applicant, who was a servicer of ATM machines, carried large amounts of cash on a regular basis in sometimes dangerous neighborhoods, applied for a permit to carry a firearm. And despite the fact that he had qualified with background check, with all of the other safety qualifying standards, a local police chief declined his application, indicating that he didn't have a justifiable need. That case wasn't thrown out by the Third Circuit, the federal court, and we're asking the Supreme Court to weigh in because that's just a violation of the constitutional rights of the Second Amendment.
But doesn't this go against widespread public opinion that wants fewer guns on the street, whether you've got a permit or not? I think there is public opinion, and strong public opinion, which says, please, no more guns on the street. You're flying in the face of that.
Well, I don't know that I would agree that there's that much public sentiment that says no more guns on the street. We certainly don't want to see violence. But one of the reasons that it's important to have the rights to carry a firearm is the ability to protect oneself, one's family, and others. And we've seen a number of circumstances where those who are lawfully in possession of a firearm can indeed help themselves and others from harm.
I thought that the Supreme Court had agreed to take a case based in New York City about the right to carry a firearm if you've got a permit outside your home. You want the Supreme Court to review both the New York deal and the New Jersey case as well?
Yes, we were already in the process of reviewing this New Jersey case. There are about 42, 43 states that have the appropriate standard of shall issue, which is to say that they recognize the fundamental right to carry a firearm outside the home. And it's important that we have these distinctions or splits in circuits squared away from the Supreme Court so that everyone who has that right doesn't have their right infringed upon.
If it gets to the Supreme Court, it'll be an interesting test of Judge Kavanaugh and the 5-4 conservative majority. Curtis Hill, Attorney General of the great state of Indiana, thank you so much for joining us, sir. We always appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Coming up, watching the latest developments in Venezuela.